The winner of our voting, of your voting, is J. Monogatari. So a manga from the 80s, if I'm not mistaken, which is quite cool, and also the drawing style. You know what I mean? This big foreheads and the chin area. It's so 80s, 90s. I love it. Let's go to the first page. Here we have our first German expression, die Geschichte des J. Die Geschichte, female, is the history or the story of J. This is genitive, which is quite not that often, and shows possession, besides other things. Okay, there isn't much happening. I guess a school girl follows J. This sketchy drawing style, I love it so much. It reminds me a lot of Kiku, one of my first mangas we read together. So, let's read finally. Ich habe heute einen Liebesbrief bekommen. Like always, verbs first. We haven't changed our routine. Habe, bekommen is perfect tense. Bekommen means to get or to receive. Heute means today. Der Brief by itself is the letter. Die Liebe is the love. So together, Liebesbrief, the love letter. I don't want to get too grammarly that early. Keep in mind that we have an S here connecting the two nouns, making it a composition. So, I received today a love letter von Kishida aus dem Baseballclub. Many prepositions here. Von, from, actually needs dative, but if you don't have something with an article, you don't see it, right? Aus, in this case also dative. Der Club is the club. And this manga must be so old, or the translation, and that they write it with a K. Actually, nowadays, club is written like in English with a C, like this here. So, from Kishida, from the baseball club. Next one. Ach echt? Das ist toll. Quite easy. Echt, without context, means real. Something is real, opposite of fake, or true. But of course here it is more of an adverb function. So, oh, really? Echt? Toll is another adjective, means great, awesome. And the verb to be, of course, ist. Oh, really? That's great. Willst du ihn sehen, Jay? Okay. Wollen, to want, to see. Sehen. And we have ihn. Ihn is our object. It looks like, do you want to see him? If you are a beginner, which I don't think you are, but if you are, you might think now, who's him? The guy who wrote it? But of course not. We mean the letter. The letter is male in German, der Brief, and therefore, in a good English sentence, we would say, do you want to see it? But in German, we have to make it male. Willst du ihn sehen? You want to see it? Next one. Ach, du musst ja noch arbeiten. Müssen, to must. Arbeiten, to work. Noch, without context, means still. And ja, you might have learned as yes, saying yes, but this is not the meaning here. There are many other meanings. It's for emphasis, it's for trying to convince someone that something is really as we say it, or realizing something. Many meanings. It's really hard to translate in English, but altogether she says you have to work, you have to still work. So it sounds a little bit like she is remembering it. She's like, ah, yeah, right, I forgot, you still have to go to work, you still have to work. This is this emphasis. Next one. Ich bin gleich fertig. Bin, to be. Gleich, in this case, means soon, and fertig is our adjective, done or finished. I'm finished in a second, I'm finished soon. Next one. Warte am üblichen Platz auf mich. Wir können später gemeinsam nach Hause fahren. Warten, to wait. Können, to can, to be able. Fahren, to drive. Der Platz, male, the place. Das Haus, the home or the house. In this case, going home is what it means. Später means later. Gemeinsam, together. Üblich is an adjective, in this case in front of a noun. It is usual, the usual place, üblich. If you learn a verb, in my opinion, you should always learn it together with at least one preposition. For example, warten, to wait for somebody. We need the preposition auf, and it is Akkusativ. So, wait for me, warte auf mich. We can later drive together home. And she's like, okay. And we continue. Ach, ich wünschte, es wäre mal wieder was los. Grammatically speaking, this is quite advanced. It is B level. This is for scenarios that are not real. Something that is either not reversible, not real in the sense of not doable, or past tense, stuff like this. It's a little complicated. If you want to look it up, it is Konjunktiv II. So, he says, ich wünschte, which means I wish, wünschte, comes from wünschen, wäre is a conjugation from sein in this tense we just talked about. So, he says, I wish there would be something going on again. Mal wieder, you can remember it as once again. So, I wish something would be going on once again. Lass uns doch mit Mabo rumhängen. Lassen, to let. Rumhängen, to hang out or hang out with someone. And we have here, again, mit, because it is to hang out with somebody. And because he says, let us hang out, we have uns, Akkusativ. Let us hang out with Mabu. Ein bisschen mit dem Bike durch Schonan fahren schadet nie. Fahren, to drive, schaden, to harm. Das Bike, neutral, the bike. Schonan must be a region there or a street or something like this. Ein bisschen means a little bit. So driving a little bit with the bike through, durch, through Shonan never harms. This is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really looking forward to keep reading. I hope you enjoy it too, and I will see you next Friday, I hope. Bye!